Today I'm going to be adding some spring and Easter touches to my home. Hey friends, it's Paula and welcome to Relatively Refined. You know, it doesn't have to mean going out and purchasing a whole bunch of new decor in order to freshen up your house for spring and Easter. Sometimes you can just use what you already have in a new and different way. Hey Phoebe. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get out some of the items that I already have that to me look like spring, make the house feel like spring, and I'm going to be adding those into my existing decor, and I'm going to take you with me. All right, let's get started. Before we go inside to decorate, I wanted to share with you what's going on outside. We have baby bluebirds in our bluebird house. Here are the mommy and daddy on the back fence. They're so beautiful. All right, I'm going to take you inside and we will get going on our spring refresh. Okay, over here on the table, I've laid out some items that I would consider spring and or Easter decor. They have a lot to do with a color palette, a specific color palette, so greens and pastels, but also, you know, rabbits and eggs and a nest, because we have our baby bluebirds, which you saw in the opening clip of this video. I think the bluebirds are actually fledging today. The mama bird has been sitting on top of the bluebird house, kind of guarding it, and she seems nervous when I go out there. So I think the babies are fledging, because they're about 2 weeks old, and I think that's when they fledge. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this decor and I am going to style it, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like and what I chose to put where. All right, let's get going with this spring refresh. I'm going to start my spring refresh tour right here in the corner of my dining room. On top of this piece of furniture, I just made a little vignette using this bunny that we got at TJ Maxx. He's so cute. He's got his little overalls on. I don't know if you can see him. We're sort of losing light right now, so it's a tough time of day to film, but isn't he cute? His overalls and his little plaid shirt. He's got his shovel and his carrots. So next to him, I filled a bowl with some Dollar Tree carrots. That bowl is actually Waterford Crystal, and I got that last week at Goodwill for 59 cents. Probably one of my best scores. That's Phoebe in the background. Here's a blue vase, beautiful glass vase. I don't know if I can get a better shot of it over here, but it's really quite striking. It's a very tall Phoebe. And it's filled with some forsythia and pussy willows that my daughter Neve got for me at Joann's today, Joann Fabrics. In the middle is this beautiful champagne bucket. I found this at a thrift store probably 6 months ago, and it was $18, which at the time seemed like a lot of money to me for a thrift store item, but I loved it, so I bought it. And once I went home and realized how much they go for online, $18 did not seem like a lot of money. So I just have some yellow tulips in that. Over here in this corner is a beautiful ironstone platter. This is so cute and springy. Look at that pattern with the little greens and yellow and orange. I got that for $2.99 at Goodwill. Also, the same day that I actually got the Waterford Crystal bowl, I got that platter. Then stacked on some green books, I have this cloche over top of a little nest with some bluebird eggs in it, sitting on top of that very sweet little plate with the violets. And as I mentioned in the opening of this video, we have, for the second year now, have baby bluebirds. So I thought it was appropriate to have a bluebird nest for spring. And then these little cuties I got also at Goodwill. They're so cute. They have baskets which are filled with either flowers or eggs. Their paint is kind of coming off, so it's hard to tell. It was probably flowers, but aren't they cute? I cannot believe that they were not broken when I found them. All right, I'm going to sort of spin you around here slowly so nobody gets motion sick, and then bring you over to our table. On the table right now, I just have a really kind of casual setting, easy to remove if we all want to sit down, but you know, some touches of spring and Easter. The table runner is very pretty. All that hand stitching, isn't that gorgeous? So pretty with the purples and the yellow. I love it. That was $2 at the thrift store. I have my Nora Fleming salt and pepper shakers with the spring charm, which is a little some bluebird eggs in there, or robin's eggs probably. Nora Fleming pieces are wonderful because those eggs can be switched in and out for different things depending on the season or the time of the year. I will insert a picture of my charms. They're called charms, the little pieces that you swap in and out. And I'll insert a picture of my charms for you to see. This beautiful Waterford crystal bowl, I'm sorry, not Waterford crystal, Wexford glass bowl is filled with some speckled Easter eggs that have the same colors as the runner, the yellows and the purples. And it's sitting on top of a milk glass plate. That's probably one of my first Goodwill finds, and I love that little plate. I use it in all seasons. Those beautiful glass candle holders I got at Goodwill, and I even got the candles at the thrift store for 10 cents each, which you can't beat. Okay, coming over here to the little desk next to our back door, our sliding doors, I have this little bunny with his carrot, and he also has a little nest with a robin's egg in it on his back, kind of like a backpack. And then this beautiful teacup with the clovers on it. And that little bird, he was 25 cents at the thrift store. I think he probably had been broken off from something else, but I thought he was so cute, and how appropriate for spring to have a little bird there. That flower pot I got at the thrift store for a couple dollars. And then everything else pretty much stays here year round. There's our bird books, so when we look at our bird feeders out back, we can identify the birds. That hurricane glass and Baldwin brass candlestick came from Goodwill. And that beautiful wooden star was made by one of my wife's patients for her at Christmas time. He handmade all of the nurses those stars. Now, coming around into the living room, we have a few touches of spring in here. Let me come around this way. On this end table, we have this really beautiful bunny. That was a gift from my mom. He's covered in almost like a, I forget what that's called, but like a paper that's been kind of collaged onto him. Decoupage, that's the word I'm looking for, decoupage. Coming around here to the couch, we just have some pretty spring pillows on there. And actually underneath there are my Christmas pillows. Those are actually just pillow covers that I ordered off of Amazon and put over my Christmas pillows. So there's those pillows. In the center of the coffee table, I have this really cool leaf dish. This is Treasure Craft. I love this. So mid-century looking to me, or 70s. I found that for a few dollars at the thrift store. And it looks like wood, but it's actually ceramic. Very, very cool. Then swinging you around over behind us, we have just some pillows. These pillows on the blue and white chairs are from my mom. They're from a store in Vermont called Chandler Four Corners. I just love them. They are hydrangeas in an LL Bean bag. I love these pillows. This adorable bureau scarf or table runner is also from my mother. And it has that cute little bunny on there. And then on top of this chest of drawers in our living room, we have our console set. This is a very cool, this is by Hager, this console set. Excuse me. We got that at our local antique store, and I just love it. And I think the green actually goes in almost any season. I leave that up year round. And then these beautiful, here I am, these beautiful ruby glass lamps. Ooh, the light's being funky. Sorry about that. Those ruby glass lamps are from our local thrift store. In my kitchen, I don't do a whole lot of decorating just because it's a hard-working room and there are a lot of us, so we like to keep the counters as clear as possible. But this is a very cool vintage platter that I put here in the corner. I thought that was very springy, along with my jadeite box. I keep my garlic in there. And then other than that, I have over here my Currier and Ives platter, or tray. It's a metal tray actually. And this is the American Homestead in spring, and I have all 4 seasons, so I swap out the seasons. That's Phoebe, you can hear clicking around. I usually stick a rubber spatula of the season in my utensils canister. And then over here I have another Nora Fleming dish. This one's from my mom. And I don't actually have 2 spring charms, so I put a lemon in here, which is more summery than springy, but it was less wintry than what I had in there before that. And that's just about everything in the kitchen, except, oh, actually, let me bring you around. I always have an apron hanging there. That's my spring apron. And then over here in our coffee area, I have a little spoon rest with a bunny on it. There's my Happy Easter canister that I keep my coffee in. And then these beautiful napkins are from my mom. She always supplies my sisters and I with beautiful napkins. And that's really everything that I do in the kitchen. As I said, it's a hard-working room, so I try not to clutter up the counters too much, which is hard for me because I'm not a minimalist. I'm really more of a maximalist. So I have to really work on keeping the counters clear. All right, well, that is the spring refresh in my kitchen and dining area and living area. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Really helps out our channel. We are trying to grow our channel and we would love your support. All right, see you in the next video.